Hi, Malmore. I'm getting on early. I'm using my tablet. It's new and it's something I'm getting used to. But thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm excited. I got new stuff, picked up new stuff today and got it listed. I think it's the longest part of the process is getting things listed properly. I don't know if that's been your experience if you're selling, but I acquired today some really nice milk glass punch bowl cups, and then I also acquired a Fenton hobnail um, compote candy dish with the candle holder in the center. It actually has a place to put a candle, and you just surround it with flowers or candy. Holidays are coming, so I went ahead and made myself a coffee with some Baileys so we can all have a nice warm time. I don't know where you're at, but I'm in the Pacific Northwest. We've just had it's to Washington, Tacoma. We just experienced 3 atmospheric rivers in 3 days. So they've evacuated parts of Puyallup, which is about 10 minutes from here, and it's been an exciting, not in the most positive way, but there's been a lot of excitement around here. So what I'll do is when it gets to the time for everybody to be on, which is in the next couple minutes, actually I'll just start scanning and show you what I've got for now. Let you see. You can be the first to see. I know there's a way to switch this. Let me do that real quickly. All right, so got this. Thank you for joining, Olivia Robb. Just starting to scan to some of the things we have. We've got Christmas, Hanukkah starts Monday. Advent is happening. So we've got those. She's not for sale. But the cups are. This is my personal Christmas tree. I live tiny, so I just put together a little 2-foot tree. Hi, Carla. Thanks for joining. Just doing a scan. It's a nice Indiana milk glass footed dish. I put a little bottle brush tree in there to give it a little panache. Thank you for joining, Tammy, Wesley, everybody. Thank you. I am just scanning some of the things I have right now. Lots of Christmas ornaments. The goal is to sell the Christmas items. You know, it's getting to be winding down, but let everybody see those. Kind of these are those Disney, I almost think they're Disney babies. And then of course we have a Snow White. She's got some pretty pieces. Music box, Fitz and Floyd, Santa, musical Santa. And again, of course, over here, these are fun. One does the singing and the one does the rattle. Looks like a Ed Hardy pattern almost on them. It's really cool. And then this is a nativity scene Christmas ornament. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Just doing a quick scan of everything. And then we'll get started. I love those bottle brush trees. They're so fun. Okay, now here's the next section over here. That's a old Epcot Center. Got some old little jars of buttons, a Russian watercolor, new milk glass. I just got a hold of these. These are beautiful. They have the mild footing on the bottom. I landed a piece of Fenton. That's a really pretty piece. Nice antique lipstick holder. This is really cool. That was neat. That was a great opportunity. Estate sales are so fun. And then, of course, worry stones, some jewelry, brooches, a couple antique pieces here, cookie set that does the cookies, some cast iron, some ornaments. Welcome in. There we go. Right. All right. There we go. Um, all right. Something froze. I don't know if it's the weather when we had all that rain, a lot of standing water around here, but it's starting to dry up here in Tacoma. Hi. All right. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you hopping on. I know it's easy to hop on and move around, um, but I'm going to start. Okay. I have never owned a tablet before, so this is my first experience with a tablet. Okay. So welcome. I've only done a few shows. I did a late one last night, sold a handful of jewelry. Um, my daughter is driving me crazy. She's texting me and I can't be angry. She has cancer and she has two brain tumors, so she kind of she overtexts me sometimes. She's good, she's healthy, but I think part of it is she forgets things and she forgot that we were doing this tonight. She was supposed to be here, but she's home hanging out having popcorn with her kids. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm happy to see you all here. I do want to move fairly quickly. I know there's a lot going on. There's a lot of shows going on tonight with the big Christmas extravaganzas and such. So I'm just going to start. I hope everybody checks out my shop. I've got a lot in there. I've added some new things to it. And then I'm sorry, yes, I'm busy now. Now, okay. All right. So I'm going to start with it's you pin it. There you go. I'll start the auction. So this is the thing with a tablet. You kind of lose track of what you're doing. So I'm going to start with this is a really nice piece. And in light of all of the power outages and things we've had here with the Pacific Northwest and our atmospheric rivers, I've had this for years. We've used it. It says made in the United States of America. It is called the high speed super center drive beater. And before electric mixers, this was the way to go. This actually works really well. I've made meringue with it. I've made butter, whipped cream. The knobs aren't loose. It moves like it should. This is solid. It's put together. This is a nice piece. And I am running this and it's going to go start at $3. It's a nice vintage piece. It's old. I've had it a long time. So just kind of take a look at that. It's a lot of fun. Tip this down a little bit, get rid of some of that glare. All right, thanks for looking, guys. All right, so go to the next one. I have three of these. These are cordial glasses. I make cordials, and I think they're amazing. They are it's Glastonbury. Glastonbury gray cut crystal cordial glass. And it's people think it's Princess House, but it doesn't have the Princess House pattern. It's got the more of the wheat, and then of course the flower. And Princess House had more of the leaf. All right, there we go. Well, thanks for looking. You're welcome to if you want to offer a deal too, you can always send me a message to do that. I'm always open to do that. So this is a piece. I don't know. I'm sure you know what spelunking is. Spelunking is when people go and they go into caves and stuff and look for things. And this was given to me years ago by a gentleman that had He had one leg and he had lost it in a cave, but he got this digging around. He got a bunch of this stuff. This is a type of glass that it turns purple because it has manganese in it, and you'll see the bubbles. It's got the bubbles in it right here where it was poured. The seams. These are from the early night. This is 19th century barrel glass. This had mustard in it. I don't know how they got it all out, but it had mustard in it. It's got the marking on the bottom. It says X17. And we're going to start. This is an antique, so we're going to start with $9 on this one. I did not mean to go 30 seconds. I don't know why, if you want to program them all for the same time, whatnot, won't let you do that. Maybe there's a way and I don't know. So if you know, let me know. But this is just to give you an idea. So this is turning purple slowly. The more it sits in the sun, the darker it turns. But I got it. He found it in a short amount of time, and I had it in the sun in Texas for a while. Started turning color, but of course, here it is. It's not anymore. So there you go. All right. Thanks so much for looking. Neat piece. For people who like to collect those old glass pieces, they're really cool. All right. I have a Disney Epcot Center tote bag. It's in great condition, heavy duty, and it has the tag on it inside that says 1982. This is the 1982 issued tote bag for Epcot Center. They do a different design every year. It's in perfect condition inside. It's well made. It's sewn. There's no wear. It's not cracking or fraying. It could be wiped out a little bit, but the back is nice and clean. A nice strong piece right here. So we're going to start at $10 on this one. And we are going to make this a 15-second run. We don't need to have this go half a minute. It's just too long. Such a fun bag. 1982. If a person collects anything Disney, this is a really great piece for that. Epcot Center, Disney tote bag. All right. Awesome. All righty. All right. Christmas. Here we go. And we are going to go 10 seconds. We're going to go 10 seconds on these items. This is a resin angel. It's got a nice felt base. It's been around for a while. 6 inches. Yeah, 6 inches tall. Hand painted. Real pretty because they got the gold star and the ivy. The wings. It's in really good shape. We're going to go 10 seconds on this one. Just beautiful. And this is even after Christmas. This is just a pretty angel if somebody likes angels. Thanks so much for joining, guys. Appreciate it. See the detail on the leaves. There we go. Perfect. All right. Onward to the next angel. Or what will it be? It's not. It's a music box. This is a nice music box. This is a Heritage House Melodies of Christmas. And this plays "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." This was made. This is a 1991 issue, made in Japan. It's all the markings are on here. This is porcelain. This is a beautiful music box. There's no chipping, no crazing. There is no missing gold, no missing paint anywhere. Got that real pretty, almost like the Sutter Mill Bridge pattern here. We're going to start that at $3, but this, so we wind it up and you can turn it on and off. And this is really pretty. Beautiful piece on the inside and on the outside. Beautiful. And then, of course, we turn it off. So we're going to run this starting at $3. I'm going to give it 15 seconds because she's a beaut. I think she's beautiful. What a gift idea, too, for people who... I'm a big Christmas person. I have 5 Christmas trees, but I have converted to a tiny home. This home is 30 feet long, so I don't have a lot of room. So little things like these are nice. There we go. All right, thanks for looking. Perfect. This one is a Mikasa ornament. I always like anything that refracts light. You can see how just kind of catches the light. So imagine on your tree, no matter what direction it spins. I think I like that side, the cut side better, but even this side when the light gets behind it. But there's really good detail in the flame, even a little bit of detail there. So we're going to start this one. This one's going to go for 15 seconds as well. And this is a Mikasa Noel ornament. Not pretty? It's about 3.5 inches in diameter. Nice heavy glass. Neat gift idea. All right, great. So we're going to move on to the next. This is a quick Christmas gathering. This is a Disney grouping. These are Disney ornaments. They look like Disney babies. So it starts with the snowman. And this is a whole grouping. They're all being sold together. I want you to know that. So here's a happy snowman from Disney. I don't watch a lot of Disney movies, so I don't know. This is, they each have a serial number, of course. And it's hollow, so it's not heavy. It's not going to weigh down your tree, right? So we have this fella right here. And then we have the babies. We have Minnie and Mickey. They're just cute. I don't know if they're babies. Maybe they're juveniles. Again, they have their serial numbers underneath. Hang these on my fingers here so that you can see them. And then they always have their companion Pluto with them. And so he's definitely a puppy here. Pluto the puppy. All right, and we're going to start this, and you can hear the glass, but they're durable. They don't break or anything. We're going to go $5 on these for the Disney. All right. Thank you for your bid, Leanne. 11373. I feel like an auctioneer sometimes. And the race is on. Here it comes. Isn't that pretty? It's a great piece. Congratulations, Leanne. Good. Oh, your first purchase. Thank you for purchasing in my store. Let's set these guys down here so nothing touches them. They sing a beautiful song. They're a Disney collector's dream. Thank you. Awesome. Wonderful. So I have a set of 5 of these. These are Kurt S. Adler ornaments. These are a very soft, so hard to show the type of pink it is. It's almost a, it's not salmon. It's a lighter shade, kind of a creamy, salmony pink. I always slip something extra too when I send you guys your items. I always put something extra in there because I like to spread love. I'm a hippie. That's what I do. All right. So I have 5 of these. They're lightweight, obviously. And we're going to start the bidding on these at $1. They are lightweight. Kurt S. Adler is a known artist, and his ornaments have been popular over the years. These are an older version. Some of his stuff can be really ornate and heavy, but this was kind of one of the more simple patterns. And this is what an adult with ADHD does. They make space for everything to happen at once so you can see it all. Okay, there we go. See? So we're going to start the bidding for $1 for these. And we're going to run 15 seconds on that. Kurt S. Adler ornaments. Hanging in the tree, shining. Thank you for your bid. Thank you, Sheila. They're just really pretty. And they're just, if you like accents and you're filling in gaps in your tree, just this nice pale pink. Congratulations. Your first purchase. Welcome. Welcome to my store. I add to everything weekly. I'm going to North Carolina next Sunday. I'm spending Christmas with my son and his wife. I have never had Christmas with my grandson since he was born, and he's 5. So my daughter's been ill with cancer, and so she's healthy enough I can travel this year. So I am very excited. She's healthy. She's going to do Christmas with her mother-in-law and the kids because her husband passed away a few years ago, and so we're just kind of settling in, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make some wonderful memories this year. That is the whole plan. Is everybody's going to make new memories. It's been a rough couple of years. My husband passed away in October, and he'd been sick a long time, but shoot, it never stops hurting. You kind of sucks. So we're making changes to make forward motion a positive thing for all of us, which I think everybody should do. All right, these are vintage handmade white satin bell-shaped ornaments. These are an old style. We did these in the 70s. Well, I was a kid, but I'm lying. I was getting at a junior high in high school, but still a kid looking back. But I remember my aunt was super artistic, and she didn't make these. These were made by some Ukrainian women that did this exclusively for their church. And check out the ornate pins. They used pins, they would use glue, and they use these satin ornaments. This is the bell shape, and they would just decorate this in the top, and they anchored this in with a pearl pin again, the beautiful crown. And there are no pins missing. These are completely intact, and they have all the pins. It's a beautiful piece. And I have a total of 3 of these. And we're just going to start at $1 on these because they just need to go home with somebody. I don't have a tree that holds these anymore. So here is the first one. I'd like to maybe break some of that light on it so you can see the gold, the level of gold on here. This is a vintage piece, obviously. It's really elaborate. All right, thanks for looking. So we're going to move on to the next style of ornament. It's the same style, but it's in a different color scheme. This is the vintage handmade satin Christmas ornament in the traditional Christmas wreath in the red and green traditional Christmas colors. Again, you can see the pearl in the top. These don't fall apart. You imagine since the 70s, it's been over 50 years, and here they still are looking brand new, and they're completely intact. All the beadwork here, all those leaves. Again, you got that fancy ornate bottom. So these are going to start at $1. Yes, we did, didn't we? I remember we're like get-togethers groups. It was a big popular thing, and my mom and my aunt would make them. We made a few, but we did more of the beads that interlocked and made candy canes while they did this fancy stuff. I kept poking myself. I think I got in trouble because I kept getting blood on one of the ornaments, and my mom made me stop. So it was a good memory, though. I just think it's great. So I'm going to start at $1 for these, and we're going to go 15 seconds. And there we go. There's first one. I have 3 of these as well. Just a good memory. Good memory. $1 starting on the auction on these. I will revisit these since people are coming on late, but we're going to go through everything else first. All right. Now we have my Fitz and Floyd musical Santa. He's beautiful. I love Fitz and Floyd. Again, I have no shelves, so I have nowhere to put him. This I think this is from Dillard's, but there's no Dillard's in Washington. They never had in here. Thank you for joining, everyone. But the detail is incredible. Fitz and Floyd did such a good job. In the robe, all the way up through here, you would see the fur, every detail of the fur having been out in the weather, that old vintage European Santa, to the laces and the fringe on his boots. And it's "Here Comes Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus." I think his sack is amazing. The detail of the gifts, they're very, very detailed. Just very Christmassy, wonderful piece. And there we have this top there on the snow. It doesn't turn. And then you can see on the bottom where it has the markings, it says Fitz and Floyd, St. Nick, and it's got the copyright for Fitz and Floyd. And this plays up on the housetop. This is another one that you can turn on and turn off. Here he is. I really like the detail back in here. This to me is really pretty. So I'm going to turn off the music so he doesn't distract. And we're going to start at $5 with him. He deserves to be on somebody's mantle playing music without the kids getting a hold of it. All right, Fitz and Floyd, Santa Claus. He's a holiday musical Telluride figurine. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. He's pretty, isn't he? I think he's adorable. All right, put him here. Perfect. Perfectamundo. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee real quick while we do this. And I'm going to pull these. All right. These are not glass. Here's one. I like this. It has the pearls on it. It's a set of 4. There's a big snowflake. They're lightweight. They refract the light beautifully. They pick up color really well if you have colored lights on your tree. And they have the cute little ribbons. And then, of course, these little jewelry pieces. My daughter had a set of these. She put them in, one of them in the rearview mirror of her car till I told her it refracts light and it might put glare. Hers was, I think, made of real crystal. All right, so we're going to have these. These are a set of 4, and we're starting these at $1 for the set of 4. There we go. They're really cute. Nice set of 4. Hi again, Sheila. Yep, they're nice. They're a nice set. I have 2 little batches of these. They're just really pretty. Just can't beat it. Oh, nice. Good job. Congratulations on winning the auction on that one. Wonderful. All right. The second set, it's just a little, I think it's the same, it's pretty close to the same. I'm actually investing into some wooden shelves to put in my window here. I moved into a 30-foot Keystone Cougar. I bought a new RV to live in. My goal is to retire in 6 years and maybe do this while traveling across the country. I thought that would be fun. You know, things happened, kind of put some hiccups in it, but that's okay. We could, it's always doable. This is the second set, the gems. I love the pearl. I think that's my favorite piece. I just love pearls. That's my daughter's middle name is Pearl. All right. It's my grandmother's first name. All right. So we're going to run the second one. We're going to start it at $1. Lightweight. Won't weigh down your branches. Sparkles. Looks really, really pretty. There you go, Sheila. Awesome. They're just a great piece. Awesome. Fantastic. I think by having the whole set, that's just going to really add to your tree. Fantastic. Perfect new old-fashioned way. I'd say woo, but I don't have a high voice. Okay. This is just a little one. This is just a little dainty. Fill in the spots. It says peace and joy. It's a metal piece. Came off of a Hallmark card. Oops, a daisy. And this is a simple ornament, and it's going to go for $1. Just very lightweight. This is good on miniature trees. Yep. Yep, it's a good piece. And I like it, the fact that it says peace and joy. Joy is my middle name, so I'm kind of partial to that word. Yay! Awesome. You're going to have a beautiful tree. I'm excited. That's awesome. I have a purple tree that is 8 feet tall. I haven't been able to use it in a while because I've been in my RV for about 5, going on year 5. But my kids hate me decorating the tree. I had to buy them their own tree because I don't like my tree touched. And um, they counted my ornaments, and I had 834 ornaments on my tree. They think I'm a little over the top, so I guess I'm extreme. But I just love all of the different things to fill in the blanks. It didn't look gaudy. It just had its own look. Okay, so let's see this. This is really cool. This is a 1998 House of Lloyd Christmas Around the World. It's part of a collection. Um, it's a candle holder. Holds a really one of those really small candles that size my pinky. Um, so it has the looks like a somebody's garment cloth or a robe or a scarf. Pretty little flower petals in a pile of snow. Just a really pretty piece. It's not bisque and it's not porcelain. I don't know what it is. I just know that it's House of Lloyd, part of that collection that they had years ago. But it's pretty. Thank you for the. Yeah, I know. Well, they make fun of me still to this day, and they when they see Friends and they have it where Monica has the side of the tree decorated and she lets everybody decorate, and when they're like something's missing, she turns it to the perfect sign. They're like, "Yeah." My kids say that that's me, the OCD crazy person. So that's how it is. And now my stepdaughter has 2 trees, one for her girls and one for her. So I think it's yeah, that's okay. You know what? It brings me joy. I live for that time. Decorating the tree is my type, so I'm okay. I'm okay. Tease me all you want. It's good. I'm gonna start this one at $1. I'm gonna run it for 10 seconds. Real pretty piece. House of Lloyd candle holder. Yeah, we all develop our habits when it comes to how we like to decorate. Too funny. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, these are Boston Warehouse cheese spreaders. This one's a Santa, and he's doing a job. He's got a little wear on him. He's got some flea bites here. He's holding his bar tail here. I think it's, I think it's hot cocoa, or is it? Right? He's definitely got a little wear on the top of his hat here too. But we're just taking these at $1, just sending them off to whoever wants to party with them. It's got some snowmen too. I've got 4 snowmen. All right, perfect. So this one is they're listed individually, but I didn't have a chance to edit the listings. It's Boston Warehouse again, but I'm just going to do 2. These are the snowmen because it's just easier because people tend to have more than one cheese ball when they have dinners. I'm going to run this. So 2 cheese spreaders, snowman. He's got the broom, the scarf, and a hat, and the bird on top of the bird's nest. All right. One more set of snowmen. And then we'll call it a day on the snowman. These 2 are a little different. These are a little more fully dressed, and this one, well, he's not wearing any clothes at all. Who knows, right? Okay. I don't party anymore either. It's just me too. Yeah. My kids are all grown. I got grandkids that are turning 21 and all the way down to 6, and they kind of have their own thing going on. And people get married and they make plans with other and that's okay. It's fine. But I miss some of the old traditions. I miss when they were kids, I think, the most. It was just a fun time. I don't know if you guys have traditions that were like a memorable thing, but I make ours was we made French toast every morning. We always had a ranch with horses. And so it was my job to make French toast, and they just like my French toast. So I would make that, spent the whole morning doing French toast and bacon, fed 11 people, and then they'd all take off and go do horse things, and I'd go to work. Okay, this is a beautiful ornament. This comes in a box, has its own satin lid. This is a needs to, of course. And I'm going to show you why. This is called Le Bien. Comes with certification, and here's the box here as well. This is an ornament with the nativity. It's painted by hand painted through a brush on the inside. This is a Pier 1 imports piece. It's got the Pier 1 tag on it here. And you can see all the parts. That ring light kind of interferes with it, but you can see the wise men all the way to the nativity in the manger scene here. It's really pretty. So it comes with a little card that shows the process and how they paint things by hand, and they go inside and they paint on the inside, and then once it's done they frost it and they sketch the line drawings and then they paint it. Really cool. I miss having family around too. I do. Our family was huge. Even my cousins, we'd have these huge Christmases, and my mom's a baby of 9, my dad's a baby of 9, so there was always like 100 people, and now it's down to nobody. It's kind of sad. So I'm just, but I like this community because everybody's kind of connecting here, and it's nice hearing people just kind of get together and visit. I actually ran into some whatnot people in the parking lot at the mall because I work in a business office by the mall, and we had a great conversation and talked about whatnot and how it's kind of connecting people that don't always get a chance. Like either they work too much and they can only do stuff late at night in the quiet of their home. So, all right. So this is a great ornament. I am going to start this one at, I accidentally did 30 seconds. I am sorry. That is not what I hate 30 seconds. It takes too long. But we're just going to write it out. This is a hand painted nativity ornament. Comes in a box with a lid, completely encased. Satin. It's not heavy. Just really pretty. Especially if somebody doesn't have room or they have kids and the nativity can't be down where kids get a hold of it. It is cool, isn't it? Yeah, they were really nice. They actually, I bought a plate on auction from them. It's a fancy one. It's a tiara exclusive, and they threw in a tiara vase. It's all in amber, and it's an egg plate, and it's lead cut crystal. It's phenomenally ornate. It's the prettiest thing I've ever owned. So I was so excited when I got it. And they didn't, it was easier for them to meet me in the mall parking lot to get it because I was just getting off work. Okay, I have a pencil Santa. He's cool. He's the pencil tree era. It's a little pencil Santa, real tall, carved out. This is has its marking on it. It says JS090. I 1990. Somebody gave this to somebody in 1993 with a heart on it, and they signed it. But he's a handsome guy. Yep, that is cool. I think it's so cool. But this is our Santa. He's in good shape. No flea bites. Oh, I'll call out. There's a little spot right here. But his color is good. I think he should have had a tiny little fur pom-pom there. Looks like it came off. I like his expression. Very old world. So, well, shoot. I did it again. Sorry, guys. 30 seconds. That's not. Thank you, Allison, for your bid. Isn't it cute? These pencil Santas are cool. It's the only one I've ever found. I saw them a long time. They were everywhere, and now I can't find them. When I stumbled on this, I grabbed it up. Nice. How exciting. We'll be getting a pencil Santa, 10 inches tall. Congratulations on your first purchase, Allison. Thank you. Feel free to look in my store. I have a buy it now section, and I have a the auction section as well. But I'm negotiable on anything, so if you want to message me about it, talk to me. I live tiny. I don't want to live with things in my home all the time. I want to move them, but some pieces have some value too. So I just kind of want to be realistic. So this is a ceramic baby angel ornament. This one, It's a ceramic piece here. This was 1987. It's got the little 87 mark here. And this is where it hangs. It's lost a little, it's probably been bumped a couple times. It's lost a little here and a little bit here. But it's really, really a pretty ornament. And this one we're gonna start at $1. And we're not gonna do it at 30 seconds. That's just too long. There we go. This is our baby angel. Seems like forever. Lace was so popular for so long. I think we wrapped everything in lace. This is a year before my youngest daughter was, no, 2 years before my youngest daughter was born. Thanks for looking. All right. Winding down. This is a, I have, it's a hand painted Oriental drummer boy. He's in good shape. He's not chipped. He's looks like he's just came off the rack actually. And there he is here. Pretty, colorful, nice traditional. His little drummer boy with his earmuffs. He's a happy guy. And his boots. So we're gonna start him. Here's our little drummer boy. Cutie patootie. Yeah. Perfect. All right, we're gonna set him over here. He'll be here another day. Another day, another doll. This is an angel ornament. It has a floral pattern. This has, there's a hook in the back where you hook it on right here to her. And she hangs up. So this is what the angel looks like folded up. And this is what it looks like when you open it. My cousin's a big angel collector. So these are just things that she was like, oh, Patty, that's beautiful. But her robe is really pretty. It's a nice piece. All right. So we're going to start her at $1 as well. She's just really cool. She's a pretty girl. And of course, you do that. We got some nice. She matches those hearts, those Kurt S. Adler hearts, Sheila. Yeah. Good job. She's a win. She's nice. Congrats. Congrats. Congratulations. All right. This is a House of Lloyd piece. This is a called a Heavenly Angel Bell. And it is from part of that Christmas. The House of Lloyd collection, this and all of this went together. They just had, it was the flowing look and the ribboning of the garment. This one is just a really pretty piece, though. I like it. Get back out of there. Get the back button. I got to get out of here somehow. There we go. So we're going to start this at $1. This is the angel, the bell. This is nice and it's well made. There we go. Awesome. Thanks for looking. Alrighty. So now we're going to go to the next one. There we go. This is a Harry Potter Yule Ball etched glass commemorative plate. It says, I've never watched Harry Potter. I apologize for anybody that's a fan. I've also never watched Star Wars. I'm boring. Not really. Back then, my parents thought going to the movies was a sin, so I wasn't allowed to go, but I go to movies now. But I've never seen Star Wars. But this I thought was cool. I just thought it was really pretty. And it was at an estate sale. It says Beauxbatons Hogwarts Durmstrang Yule Ball Ministry of Magic. It's in excellent shape. It's a pretty plate. You can see where there's no chips or anything. I think this is mostly for collectors and the big hairy Potter fans out there. So we're going to start it at $3. I'm in Tacoma, Washington. We've had so much rain and we've had all of our rivers have flooded. We had over 2 dozen rivers flood and big parts of town are, it's sad because a lot of people aren't going to have Christmas at home. They had to evacuate several apartment complexes. It's been a bummer. And the music, it's happy. And then all of a sudden we have to hear the news. And we're grateful that no one died that we know of so far. That's just the biggest piece because the last time this happened in 2007, a lot of people got washed away and it was dangerous. Okay, these are vintage Anesco Ross mini taper candle holders. So I have 6. And so what I'm going to do is they have wax on them. They've had candles burnt. They're these cute little candle holders. And they're old. There's a teddy bear, little candle holder, and they're marked on the bottom. And then this one is the Christmas tree. And this one is the wreath. And I'm going to run these, the 3 of them for $1. And then I have another set going too. So there they are. Just cute little things. I have 3 of mine that are identical to each other. I won them on one of the auctions. And when I saw them, I kind of got tickled with these. These are really neat. Okay, and I'll show you the second set. This one is more childlike. It's the candy canes, the snowman, and of course, ho, 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 Santa Claus. I would say, I think this is term for these because I did not clean off the wax, is Rusty Crusty, I think is the term. It's a new language on Whatnot, right? So I'm going to start the auction on that. Again, it's going for $1 to start. These are just a little more jovial. The others are more like traditional. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, Vintage Treasures. All right. Thanks for looking. All right. The next one we have is, these are just some metal tins. They're tea light holders. You have the wolf on one side and the tree on the other side. So of course, when they burn, they put a silhouette up on your wall. I put a bottle brush tree in this one because I just thought that was kind of pretty. Just to see what you could do with it. You could kind of decorate them up. Oh, that's okay. It happens. I think they come on and then they go. It's okay. If this isn't what their interests are and they're looking for glass or they're looking for, hen on nest, there's certain things that are super popular that people going after. It's all good. But thank you. I appreciate the raid. Anytime it's welcome. Doesn't People can stay if they want. I won't change. Hi, Nacho Mama. Thank you for joining. Thank you for hopping on and being my mod. All right, I'm going to start these at $1 for the set of 2 tea lights. Of course, this is going to put the wolf. This casts that shadow on the wall. Put a bottle brush tree in it. You can do all kinds of things you want to do. And we're going to start that. We'll start at $1. Oh, you have a great night too. It was fun raiding you last night. Hi. I was up till 11 o'clock. Sold a bunch of jewelry. And I just did a pop-up sale. I'm learning some things. Trying to practice. But thanks for looking. Aren't those fun? All right, cool. All right. Let's see what's next here. So Nacho Mama, I figured out how to use my tablet and my phone. I bought the tablet and finally figured out how to do it since I don't have a second person here to help me. It's a lot harder when you don't have a second person. It's a lot to do it by yourself, but it's totally doable. I just had to raise things up a little bit. Here's a cute little ornament. It's a little it's a Hallmark keepsake For a grandma, this is a grandson. This is a little childlike fun ornament. It's a little Dalmatian on his sled. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the stuff. That bun pan is amazing. I'm glad you got it. So glad. All right. So this little guy wants to go home with somebody. All right. And we're going to start him at $1. All right. He's cute. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a bigger spot. I've I'm not gotta figure something out. Thanks for looking. But yeah, that would be fun. I'm going to North Carolina to see my son in on Sunday. I'll be gone for a week. I'm going to Oh, thank you for the follow. Allison, thank you. Um, so I'm gonna try to go to an estate sale while I'm there because my son has a printer. And I'm going to I'll probably bring my printer if I can. There's a lot of new rules with travel right now, but what I think I'm going to do is, take it take my just go to an estate sale or 2 and see if there's anything anybody wants there and just buy it right there off the table and ship it from there. Because my son doesn't care. He's good. He's one of my twins. I have twins, a boy and a girl. This did not run. I'm getting ready to run it. This is a Snow White. It is missing. The collet is part of that ribbon is missing. I don't know what happened there. This is a Disney piece. She's got her little feet. Let's see. I can't see. I'm getting old here. Yeah, it's got the Disney mark on it, and she's holding the bluebird. No dings on the paint. She's in good shape. But we're gonna start her at $1. Yep, she's pretty. And if you love Disney, this is the one. Go with the others. Woohoo! There you go. Good job, Leanne. It's a good win. Putting it there with your other pieces there. Yay! All right. Okay, I'm excited about these. I just landed these and I think they're pretty. These are called Krebs& and Co. It's a German, Austrian ornament maker, and they were in Austria and Bavaria in World War II, post World War II, and they ended up moving the business to the United States. And they were just known for their durability, but they do these really beautiful vintagey type ornaments. And I have 4. Yeah. So I thought these would be pretty for people that like my tree doesn't have like lots of sets of ornaments. I have these odds and ends because I just like all the different variety and the different colors. I just think it's like looking at pictures on a gallery. It's an art gallery on my tree. All right. So I have 4 of these. So I'll run them each. $1 start, a $2 start. I'm sorry. Gonna run them for 15 seconds. These are just gorgeous. Krebs& and Co. Just a nice ornament here. All right. Yay, Nacho Mama. Yeah, these are beautiful. I just like how they look. They just look so traditional. Woohoo! All right. Set that one down where nothing will happen to it. All right. So we're going to run another one. And Nacho Mama, you didn't get a chance to see my vintage ornaments that I got. I will show you those too. I'll do those after this. So we'll do another one here. There we go. Congrats on the win. Congrats, congrats. So we're going. Did I say go? No, I didn't. I lied. All right. Such a pretty piece. Just that they're kind of romantic, I think. All right. Woohoo! Awesome. I do a lot of vintage on my tree. It just it's so beautiful. And I know they have a good sound too. Considering that they're as old as they are, I think that they just look phenomenal. Anytime you can see something hold up so well, you know you're getting quality in an item when it holds up so beautifully like this. These are from the 70s, but they started in pre the they moved to the United States in the 70s, 1973. Yeah, just knowing. Thank you. Last one here. And then I've got a little display for people who love minis. But I'm gonna hop over to the ornaments first for you, not your mama, so you can see, and others that are on can see the pieces that I didn't get to show them. Oh, good, I'm glad she'll love them. Is she the one that I've seen with you on Facebook? Perfect. They're yours, dear heart, they're yours. So for people that may not have been on earlier, I'm gonna just show a couple more ornaments. I'm just gonna show one of each. If they don't get bidded on, I'm gonna move on. These are pin ornaments. They're considered satin ball shaped pin ornaments. Or I have three of these in mint condition, and you can see these are the old pin ornaments where they would pin them in. The little glue holds them in. Okay, yeah, I think she looks a lot like you. Yeah, beautiful. She's beautiful. So there we go, and you can see the top, how fancy that is on top. These are vintage pieces. These are from the 70s. We used to make these. Well, I didn't. I was not good at it. I ended up doing the easy stuff because I was boy crazy. I was in early years of high school and late junior high. So I didn't really, I probably could have learned better and done better. I learned it later. All right. You started $1. Yes, I was. You remember. Yep. There we go. We've got that. Got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. And you know what's really nice is there isn't a pin missing in any of these. I was really impressed that they held up as long as they did. They don't, sometimes they either get wet or moist or they discolor, but this has not discolored at all. Running again. I think about junior high and high school and how crazy we were. It's nuts. It's cool. Nacho Mom and I went to high school together, and I think our class is kind of exceptionally close to each other. There's a large group of us. We manage to connect couple times a year, and we hang out for the evening and go back to our lives. And when I listen to that song by Dan Fogerty, Auld Lang Syne, I think of our group when we get together and we say goodbye. All the goodbyes, it's always hard to say goodbye when you, because I love my classmates. They're amazing. I'm just blessed that I had such good classmates. I don't think everybody gets that opportunity. This is my last one in the gold. This is gorgeous. This is just an old fashioned Christmas. We're going to give her a go, starting at $1. Just such a neat old piece. There we go. Awesome. Yay. So glad that you're taking these home. Emptying my bowl. I'll probably end up auctioning this eventually. It's heavy. This is my Lenox bowl, and I'm thinking I'm going to end up auctioning it off because I've just never used it. It's pretty. It's been used, I think, once. It's got dragonflies and flowers and butterflies on it, but where am I going to put it, right? So, so I have the red for those of you who like traditional Christmas colors. These are again the pin. This is a little more, this is a busier piece, obviously. Yeah, welcome in. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, everybody, for joining. These are some, I have 3 of these. We're starting these at $1. These are just a really cool vintage. These are old school 1970s. This is made with pins, but it's pin and glue, and it's every piece is pinned in individually with beads, little beads on it. It's just incredible. And it's just a great vintage piece. Thank you again. And see, you can see at the top how the pins are at the top. And you have these beads at the bottom and the pins, and they would put dobs of glue in them, and then the bows. And there's pins in all the bows as well. There are so many pins in these. And I think that's what helped keep the integrity of the satin strands, because those old satin ornaments we had in the 70s and the early 80s just kind of, after a while, if you didn't have anything hold them down, they frayed terribly. But these didn't. These are in good shape. Here we go. All right. Thanks for looking. We're going to put these down. The window, the world of. Okay. So this is my shelf. It is a mini. It's for miniatures. It's not heavy at all. It's kind of a like a, almost like a European, hi, like a European style old world shelf. It's got a nice little ledge inside here. Room for minis. Things like you've got these that can fit. Let's put the dog in there so you can kind of see. There's room for different things like that. A lot of people like their wades that collect the wades. This would be a good way to collect them because it's a tree. It doesn't have to be Christmas only, right? So I'm going to start this at $2 so that somebody can take it home. I've been seeing a lot of wades. I didn't know they were called wades, and I don't know if you remember, those were the little animals you get in the Red Rose tea boxes. The ornament, the red and green ornament. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yep, I'll do that. There we go. We're going to run it again. Let me run this for you. All right. There we go. Yep. Great piece. They're fun. A lot of fun. Yay. Awesome sauce. I got good boxes this time. Got even better boxes. It's been crazy. The post office is nuts right now. Every time I'm in Tacoma, so every time I run into the post office, I go in and gifts are stacked to the ceiling. So it's nuts how fast it's hit. All the online sellers are out in there and it's crazy. Okay, this is a brooch pin. I've got, this is it's a Boyd's and Bears collectible. It's a resin brooch. And we're just going to run that at $1. This is a cute little brooch in the pin. Gonna let that go for the anybody who was in high school. It's kind of cool, if you could walk around and have something like that on at Christmas. Kind of things that we did. It was just Christmassy. All right. Perfect. So I have, this is a sister ornament pin, and it says my sister, my friend. and it's in the box, and it hangs up. It's a brooch pin and an ornament. So it's either one, and it's Serenity by Seasons, My Sister, My Friend. It's a lapel pin, and there's angel hair in front of it just to make it look pretty, and I'm starting this at $1. If anybody likes gold, and it says My Sister, My Friend in the wings, and she's just really pretty the way that her dress is, and she's all set up nicely. Awesome. Congrats on the win. Fantastic. Woohoo. I dance, but I don't have room. I don't have room. All right. Okay, I have some odd stuff, and these are cool. Yeah, I got. I'm gonna go into the milk glass that I landed and my lipstick holder. Here, let's start with the cast iron. Okay, here they are. Oh lordy, lordy, lordy. Each of these, they're different. One has kind of a fleur-de-lis pattern. It has a different hanging mechanism, and this is a flat. So they're not from the same collection. They just happen to be two cast iron pieces. So this is a cast iron fork. It's got the nice patterning here. Here, it's not super heavy either. It's made well. Right here, it has a little bit of the rusty stuff that gets right in here. So probably some, yeah, cast iron. It's crazy. But it's not super heavy, so it doesn't require like a super heavy. I would still put a molly in the wall. I wouldn't just hang it with just a screw or a nail. I think that if people don't know to put it in a stud and you put it in sheetrock, you might have problems. But yeah. So this one, we're gonna start this at $3. These are really cool. They are they're a mini version of the giant wooden spoons and forks we used to hang on the walls in the 70s. Just a really neat piece. If you're crafty, you can put some raffia on here, decorate it up. Some people paint these and give them a look. So that's the fork. I'll show the spoon next. The spoon looks a little differently. I think it has a little more potential for crafting because it has the flat surface. It has kind of a fleur-de-lis similar. It's not quite, but almost like it's trying to pick up that Southern Louisiana patch. Yes. Yep. Those great big wooden spoons. We had this at. I babysat for like a month to buy it for my mom for Mother's Day. It was crazy. All right, so now we're going to do the spoon. Kind of scrolling down here. Sorry, guys. If I don't touch my tablet, I'm learning fast enough, it times out on me and I have to open it back up. Okay. This is going to go for 10 seconds, and this is the spoon. Cast iron. I don't know how old they are. I'm sure there are vintage style companies that are making vintage looking, cottagey pieces, but it's cool. They're really neat. I just think they have a lot of potential. Yeah, I think that's cool too. So, all right, I'm going to show you my find. I got a Fenton bowl, hobnail. You see the pattern with the leaves here. The bottom, the milk glass with the leaf. And this holds a candle in the center. And then it has your decorative pattern, the leaf pattern inside too. It has a little candle wax here where people have burned a candle in it. You can put candy in there, burn a candle, put floral arrangements. I think it's so pretty. I don't know that I would want to do that. But I don't know if you have to put a candle in there. I think you can put something else in here too. But this is hobnail, the fluted petal style that Fenton did. And this one, it is gorgeous, isn't it? And it's just, there's no marks on it. You have the seams here, showing the seams where the pores happened. And it's just a really quality piece, and I just love that milky texture. Milk glass is amazing, and all the creases, almost like fabric. It's really impressive. So I'm going to run this. This is starting at $30. It's a quality piece, and this is the Fenton. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. I just think it has amazing, in excellent condition. It's just ready to be a beautiful piece in any home, for sure. Feliz Navidad. All right, lipstick holder. This is an old piece. It's gilded. You have room for one, two, three, four, five of the larger tubes. And in the 70s, there used to be skinny lipstick tubes. Avon used to sell them. They were like little pencil-y looking ones. And so you had room for four on top. So your lipstick would just stick out on these. It has feet and it's marked. It is a Matson. So it has the copyright on there and it has the number 467K35. So it's got all the markings it needs and it's footed. So this would sit, like, see the feet here? It sits down. And so you have this real fancy base and you put your lipsticks in there and they sit like that. I should have brought some lipstick down and showed you. So it's just a really pretty piece. A lot of people keep setting them up like this. And I'm like, no, it has feet. Feet go on the floor. But this is beautiful. It's a gorgeous gilded piece. It's in excellent condition. Hasn't lost any luster at all. We're going to start it at $3. This is a really cool piece. Thank you for your bid. Thank you so much. Isn't that neat? It's an awesome piece. This is just a great gilded piece. You like anything that's got that gilded look. Thank you for your bids, everybody. That's awesome. Congratulations, Nine Lives Vintage. You won. That's a beautiful piece. Good win. That's a great grab there, for sure. I don't know that I'll ever see one again. I haven't seen one since like 1972, and now I don't know that I'll ever see one again. I just think that's a great grab. Anytime you can land something like that that's meaningful and you can enjoy, just to be able to love on pieces like that, it's what I think is fantastic. If you see anything in the shop that you'd like to look at, I am happy to bring it up too, because I know we're getting close on time. I don't like to go over on time because there are other sales and everybody wants to shop, I know. And you can always reach out to me if you have questions. I will show you the milk glass. I have one piece of my rose cabbage Indiana milk glass left. And it has a bottle brush tree in it as well because I just think it's cute. So I'll take that out. So it's the rose cabbage pattern. I like Indiana glass because it's footed. Oh, neat. Vintage vanities are awesome. That's a great grab. Congratulations. Siamese cat. Okay. Yeah. I'm always looking for stuff like that. I am glad I found it too. Yep. You can always remind me too in a message. And I go looking for odd pieces like that all the time. I'm odd, so I like to find odd things. I like to find stuff that is like truly unique because I think being unique is a great thing. Yes, send me a picture of your vanity. I would love that. Thank you, Nine Lives Vintage. I appreciate you. So isn't that neat? Look at all that detail. It has 4 feet. This is a piece of Indiana milk glass. This you can use with a bottle brush tree. This is a great candy dish. This you can use for anything. It's just, you could put a tea light in it. You can do anything with this. It's just a nice vintage piece. And I'm starting this at $2. I just think it's a really pretty piece. It's got that heavy, thick milk glass with the pattern. It's called rose cabbage, the pattern itself. All right. Thank you so much for looking. Okay. Yeah, I will definitely look for anything gilded like that for you. I think that will be neat. I have this is called Diem Pottery. It's a Nordic color collection jug or pitcher. It's a small pitcher. It's really cool. This is the D for their vintage. Yeah, thank you for your support. Awesome. I love it. See, I like stuff like this too because this is where these are hand done. They're not like machine done. These are things that people have handled with their hands and done their own artwork on. This is a piece of Dean pottery, and it's in mint condition. There are no call outs on this at all. It is, you can use this for your frothed milk if you have it for lattes or anything. Looks fantastic. It's a real pretty piece. And I'm going to start this at $2. I think this is an amazing. It's just classic lines. It's simple. It'll fit into something on a like a vintage look. You can also move it in with boho. You can do a lot with this. All right, perfect. Thanks for looking at that. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. So I've got these, they're porcelain teacup mugs. They're part of a collection. They each have a different number on the bottom. So they are numbered. This is a nice cup. Look at these cups. Isn't that beautiful? This is gorgeous. It's got gold inside. And a lot of times that's worn off. And this doesn't have that. The gold on this side and the gold out here, as well as the gold through here. This is in really good shape. It's got a marking. It's a K3C 205 and then 15. It's just got this is these this was like documentation. It's called a Tuscany collection from Japan. It's a vintage collection. Um, so it's more than likely okay, cool. I don't know how to check that. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to pull this up and we're going to run this because this is just really, and it holds it. I like it because it's large. It's great for tea. If you like a larger opening to cool your coffee and such and your drinks down to where it doesn't seem as hot. And I'm starting these at $1. I have two. And it seems like some of the older pieces aren't ever perfect, you know? They're just kind of unique in their own. All right. We're going to set those down and just hold off on running the second one. Perfect. So I've got some new pieces here that I'm going to show you guys. And it is I've got to figure out a smarter way to do these when it comes to when they're listed in the system on the page because that's the part that's been my biggest challenge is figuring out how to do that piece. There they are. Okay, this is I don't know how to pronounce this. It's the Cloisonne Chinese boating balls. Thank you. I do a lot of looking. I'm very particular. So of course it's in a nice case. It's got with the latch. I can't do this anymore because I broke my wrist a year ago and I can't do it. But it looks like the Ed Hardy pattern on these. This is the bell, and this is the whatever beads or seeds or whatever. And you've got all these beautiful patterns. This is a really rich, deep aqua, and of course you're just supposed to move them around, and they're supposed to calm you down. That's what they're supposed to do. So I'm going to start these at $5 because they are just really cool. All right. So there's these, and they are in a box, of course. These are heavy, so they will work the wrist of anybody that uses them. I would not recommend these for people with carpal tunnel, to be honest. I don't know that their therapist would want them using this. Great. Thank you for your joining. Appreciate you guys joining in. Lots in my shop if you haven't seen it already. Want everybody to get a chance to see what's out in here, see what's out there, see what's in there. Either way, to get a chance to take a peek. Because I'm happy to have you see it. I have rocks like gemstones I've collected and had over the years, and all kinds of fun things. So I have a milk glass cups. This is a different, these are what they call Jeanette Della Robbia milk glass. It's a different kind. They're not the heavy like the Fenton bowl. They're kind of a lighter color. They're punch bowl type milk glasses. Again, they're footed. They have the small footing, not like the Indiana milk glass where it's got the bigger foot. And you can see the difference even in the color. This is more true milky compared to this. This is like the heavy Indiana milk glass, just makes a real heavy piece. I do remember those. If I see one, I'll grab one for sure. We have so many places here to shop for stuff like that, you know. So this has, yeah, I will look for sure. So this has fruit on it, hence probably fruit punch. And then you've got the scalloping on the bottom with the leaves, the grapes, and there's the seam here that you get from the pores. And it's just a beautiful little, pretty little milk glass. So these I'm starting at $3. There we go. If you have a punch bowl, you can hang them on like this because they're designed to hang on a punch bowl, or just serve them. You can use them for decorations, do all kinds of little things like that. Just really nice pieces there. All right. Thanks for looking. Appreciate it. So Disney lovers, this is 1982. And Nacho Mama and I know 1982. That was a big year for us. Step aside, we're coming through because we're the class of 82. Yeah, awesome, isn't it? Yeah, just love it. This is fun. This is a Epcot Center 19. They like to label as 1990s, but the tag inside says 1982. So this is a fantastic piece. So if you're a person that's a big Disney collector, this is, you can hear it. It's well made because it was made heavier then. The material is heavier. The stitching is really, the integrity of the stitching is fantastic. Pinched off where it stands well at the bottom. It's pretty clean actually, and nothing, these liners are so thin these days they tear apart, but this has no tears, no wear like that. And the handles, it's all sewn. It's 100% sewn. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. I was born on St. Patrick's Day. So we have big birthdays. So we need to, on our birthdays, do something, go meet in Centralia. Maybe we'll go to the Lux again. That was fun. That was fun. All right. So I'm going to run this, and we're going to run it for, let's see. We're going to start it at $5, okay? I think that is plenty. So we'll give this a, I'm going to start this. Make sure I don't hit 30 seconds, guys. I'm being extra careful here. It just adds too much time to the auction. All right, starting $5. Epcot Center bag. Oh yeah, we could do that. We could do a Blarney's. I love that place. They have Templeton Rye whiskey, which is my favorite whiskey. It's not Irish whiskey. I know Jameson is their big thing in Bushmills, but I like Templeton Rye better. I think it's smoother. But either way, it's a great place for Patty's Day celebration. You know, we could do that. I think we should. I think a handful of us should grab our birthdays and just kind of hang out and do that stuff as we get older before we run out of the energy, the health, or the gas to do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be fun. Yeah. All right. So, does anybody see anything in the shop they want me to show them up close? I do have a cool pair of earrings I want to show you. If you're into boho, typically I wear a lot of boho. Um, there's dress code at work. I can't wear boho all the time, but I can sneak pieces in every now and then. But these are boho earrings. They're like a coppery earring, and they've been painted with a blue to make it look like patina right there. In my bedroom, fast asleep. All right, here we go. Look at that. Aren't those fun? And I'd like to see boho with somebody who can wear them all the time. I just love boho. I think this is fun. These are the Hamsa hands. And I'm going to start these at $1 and make sure I don't do 30 seconds. Blech. All right, here we go. Aren't those cute? Nice pair of boho earrings there. Really pretty. All right. Ouch, get that off my finger so I don't hurt myself. All righty. So I've got some brooch pins. Let me go to J, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. It's actually under the J. This I do know. All right. So this is a Pegasus brooch pin. And you can see the back here. This is from the 90s. Beautiful luster. It has not had any, even with all of the time it's been around, it hasn't dimmed at all. It doesn't show any real etching or anything, and the luster is nice. Just a really beautiful pin. I'm going to run that. It started at $1. If you need something stocking stuffer and somebody likes vintage pieces like this, pin their scarf up here or down here, make something unique. Great. Thanks for looking, guys. Dixie Sunny Shore. Gee, the traffic is terrific. So I've got one more piece of jewelry to show. It's a piece of decor glass. I had a collector come on last night, Liz, that was into glass, old jewelry, and rocks, stones, and bought almost all of my boho, like my organite and all that stuff. It was just gone. This is a piece of decor glass. So this glass is made, they take it, isn't that pretty? So what they do is the artist puts different colored resins, minerals in the hot glass, and he swirls it, and that way it makes these natural patterns, and he tips it and it rolls it and makes shapes. So when you tip it at one angle, you get the oranges, it kind of fires up a little bit, and then it comes back into more of your purples. And then on this side, when you tip it, it pulls the green. This is a really neat piece. It's wire wrapped. It doesn't snag on your clothes. It's a really quality piece. It's a nice long chain. So it's just a great piece for a simple solid item like this. It's great with a t-shirt, heels, boots, blazer, and it's die-cut glass. And I'm going to start it at $1. It's a beautiful gift idea, especially for people that, this is kind of a collector thing. People either love it or they don't, but it's a great piece. All right, perfect. Okay, I've got a vintage toy. Get into the teas this time. My shop is getting full, so starting to clear it out, which is a happy time. I've got also little baby food jars and pimento jars of glass buttons. It's mother of pearl. It's traditional. This is it's called a T6 red die cast double decker toy bus, and it is the Corgi or full right model. Has the name Victoria, and it has the Union Jack flag on it. So it's kind of a big deal for Europe. And then I'm going to start this at $3. It has it's in good shape. Everything is in. You've got the double decker bus piece here, but it does have the wheel right here. It's kind of messed up. So if somebody has a replacement from another toy, it's broken, it's the same match. They could put it on there and it would be back to its original sense. It's the and inside, if you look in the windows, they actually have the seats. You can see them as if it's the true bus. It's not like pretend. You can actually, if too bad they didn't put Teen Little figurines in there. That would have been cool. So we're going to start this at 10 seconds, of course. So he's starting him at $3. It's a neat piece. Thank you for joining, everybody. Appreciate you coming on. Sold a lot of stuff tonight, so just it's being popping out of my shop. So anything in there that you might like, I'm happy to show you. All right. I'm going to show two holiday pieces that are about this time of the holiday, and then we're pretty much, yep, we're pretty much getting over on time. So I don't want to encroach on other people's auctions. This is a Hanukkah. Hanukkah starts Monday. This does have a couple spots on it, and it's because it had a plate hanger on it, which when they hang, this is because of the paint back when these were made, it's kind of chipped off. It's a beautiful plant. It's a beautiful platter for like a Seder to serve. It's just a really pretty piece. Let me get to that. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding this. Okay, there we go. There are the dishes. So I'm started. This is a Hanukkah platter. See a nice big piece here. It has all of the pieces that are talked about through Hanukkah: the olive, the grapes, the figs. It's just really pretty. And your menorah, of course. I left my menorah down in my storage unit. I need to bring it up. It's got the grooves in the back so it can be hung on the plate with the plate hanger. It's meant to be hung as well. It's not to be microwaved, and it's a hand washed piece. I'm not going to lie because this paint would rub off if you were to run it through a machine. So we're going to start it at $2. It's a really nice piece. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. There we go. And then the last piece, it's Advent. Lord, let me move this without breaking stuff. Just see myself breaking things, that would be terrible. And this is a candle holder. This is for Advent. This holds the larger candles. This is it. I'm done right after. This is my last piece. Yeah, 10:30. I started at 9, but I'm gonna raid after this. I'm gonna send these guys off to someone else. So it's a large piece. Holds the large size candles. It's 3 pink, 1 purple for Advent. You have all your symbols. This was made in 1975 by Abbey Press in Indiana. Got the felt pads on it. It's in excellent condition. So this piece is the last piece of the night we're going to run on Warren. She's at the very top. I do know because this is a very old piece. And I'm going to pin this and run this as an auction. and I'm gonna start it because it was at $10, but I'm gonna lower it to 5. Okay, and then we're gonna start. Thank you for the tip. You're awesome. We need to go out. When I get back from North Carolina, let's go do something. Hang out. I can meet you down in Centralia. All right, guys. All right. Thank you. I have another show coming up. Just to let you know, I have a show coming up, but I'm going to create a raid and let's see. I'm going to send you to a decor, a vintage store. All right, let's see. I want to go to somebody that might not have as many. Give them a chance to. Oh, Attic Glitter. That's a nice one. Let's do that. Merry Christmas. So I'm going to send you on over. You guys have a wonderful night. Okay, let's do a show. We'll get together. Take care, darling.